when I first saw it, I thought it's like, those biker events. Yeah, that's what I thought. And the funny thing is the unemployment rate that side is higher than this side.
It's very high.
Piano is very big.
Thank you. Any last words?
No, visit Ghana, guys. Just have a budget for it.
Alright guys, so if you are about to watch this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel, do your best and subscribe to the channel. It's a very interesting interview. It's all about a South African who paid a visit to Ghana. So after his return back home to South Africa, I went to him at his place and we had a nice conversation. He shared his experience about Ghana. He was talking about Ghana, how the people of Ghana welcome him, how Ghana weather is, how things are very expensive in Ghana. This interview was very interesting, guys. Do your best to watch the whole interview to the end. I have my number on the screen. You can contact me. You can contact our team if you want to be on the channel. If you have something like this to share on the channel, yeah, our doors are open for everybody who wants to be on the channel. It's your boy Life Master, still on Entertainment Zone, guys. Always remember to like the video and always leave a comment after watching the video.
Welcome to the program once again. It's Entertainment Zone. Today I have here Lindekosi. You all know him. He has been on the show before. Yeah. A couple of days now he went to Ghana. He's a traveler. He has been traveling. Yeah, he has been to a couple of places in Africa. He got experience in traveling. Yeah, he went to Ghana. So I just want to ask him a little bit about Ghana, his experience in Ghana. How was Ghana? How the people of Ghana welcomed him, how they treated him. Yeah, and then we will get it on. I know you've been to places in Africa. How many countries have you been to?
5 maybe.
5?
Yeah, I think so.
But that's not bad. You got experience when it comes to traveling.
I suppose.
Okay. And Ghana was your last country you've been
The last country, yeah.
You've been to.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, well, hot.
It's hot.
Yo.
How was it? The first day you arrived?
So when I arrived in Ghana, it was like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And then when I was landing the airport, like you see on the camera there, not the camera, sorry, the little TV thing there, was like
the little TV where?
Like you see when you're on the plane, like there's this monitor that tells you how high, how high you're flying, and gives you all that information, and then gives you the weather. Right, and it was 2 a.m. and then they said it was like 27 degrees, and I was like, okay, there's no way possible it's gonna be 27 degrees like at fucking 2 a.m.
Yeah.
You see,
was it your first time in West Africa?
Yeah,
West Africa.
It was my first time in West Africa. Yeah,
so it was something new to you.
Like that heat.
Yeah.
At 2 a.m. you see when you're living here in SA when in summer and you're out at Groove, right? At 2 a.m. it's always chilly, like it's always cold. Yeah. So when you get there at 2 a.m. obviously the I don't know if you know, is it the ventilation system? The AC in the airport was like very so it was cool. But the minute you step outside,
how was it?
Hot, bro.
You could tell that you have
feel like
yourself.
like you could feel like okay, this is hot. Then it explained the emoji guy.
Which emoji guy? Which emoji guy?
Yeah, it explained the emoji guy. Yeah, so yeah, it was really hot. But the welcome was fine. Yeah, the welcome was fine. Let me remember. Those ladies took something from me when I got to the airport.
Which ladies?
The ladies at the airport, the security ladies, yeah.
They stole also?
No, they didn't steal.
Okay.
Yeah, but they got money from me.
How?
Hey, my man, I don't know.
At the airport of Ghana?
No, at the airport of Kenya.
Yes,
yeah, airport of Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They took what from you?
Hey, my man, they sent me some complicated shit. I don't know. But it was
Did
nice.
you pay for something there? That you paid supposed to pay? No! I want to
I didn't pay. No, I didn't pay.
Yeah. But you said they took money from you.
For some complicated shit. I'll explain to you some other time.
You need to explain now.
I don't know, man. It was a lot, man. I don't even remember. But I remember when they looked through a lot of things on my stuff and this I need to pay, this I need to pay. I was like, okay, why do I need to pay for all this?
You didn't question them there?
I did.
Yeah.
We can't pay without questioning.
And were you giving a slip receipt or something for what you're paying for?
No.
They mess you up. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
They really did mess you up.
But yeah, apart from that, it was cool, chilled.
So how was it how many days you spent?
I think 4 or 5.
4 days.
Yeah, 4 to 5 days.
Okay.
Because the last day was the 5th day, but I left in the evening, like around 9 p.m. So yeah, technically 5 days.
How was the weather after that hotness?
No man, the weather was consistent.
Yeah.
Hot. Like during the day was worse. During the day was like really hot. Yeah. But every place you go to, they have like good ventilation. Not ventilation, man. They good AC systems.
From the hotel.
Yeah, everywhere, like hotel, mall, whatever. So it's like,
inside is
when you step in the car, it's cool. When you step outside, it's hot. When you step to where you're going, it's cool. Yeah, it's always so. You just need not to be too outside, otherwise, yeah, you burn.
You get burnt.
Yeah.
So you got burnt.
Yeah, I got burnt. I think I was a bit. Let me not say this. Yeah, but I got burnt.
That's it?
No, nothing. I was burning.
Why you don't want to tell me this?
No, because there's some toads here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk shit. So but it was really nice and hot. The beach was nice and the water was warm. What was it again? So there's La Palm, there's La what? Labadi. Yeah.
That's where you were staying.
That side, yeah. Yeah, but the beach was nice and cool. But there wasn't a lot of people. I think because of the so many people. But apart from that, it was cool. Yeah.
How was the Ghanaian dishes when you were being served? How was it?
Dishes. Yeah, the food was nice.
It wasn't your first time tasting that.
Yeah, but it wasn't because of you guys, of course.
Yeah.
But there were some things that were like I never knew. Like there was something that they said it's rubber. I forgot the name.
Rubber.
Yeah. So it was like green with some rubberish. Is it rubber or rubber? Yeah. I don't know what
eating.
Yeah.
Green.
It was like, I don't know, it was mixed with veggies, and then they said they called it by name, and then they said it's rubber. And then when you looked at those things, they were like rubber.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that.
If I could, get the name, I was maybe.
I won't remember.
Yeah, because nobody eats rubber. Rubber is like plastic.
But they said it's like rubber. So when I asked what this is, they said I don't know what, and then they said rubber. So I got rubber. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because the name was obviously like complicated, but yeah, it was like that. And then yeah, that thing was weirdly nice. Like it was that nice that is weird that you don't know. Mm-hmm. And then there was the salad that they made. I don't know what salad that is, but it was also nice. And then what else? Yeah, it was a couple of things that I tried. Yeah, and wait, local beer. I should have tried local beer. What local beer do you guys have?
Hey, me, it's been long since I left. I don't really remember.
So you don't know your own beer?
I know, but it's like.
So you don't know?
I do know.
What is it? I forgot. No, but I got the local beer. It was nice. But
was it club beer?
Club beer, no, it was not.
Or Star?
What?
Star.
I think it was Star, but there was 2 of them.
Yeah.
They gave me 2 options, and then they said the other one is bitter.
Yeah.
What's
Guinness.
this?
Guinness.
Guinness. No, Guinness I know. But Guinness, they said it's from there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Guinness I know, so I didn't take. Yeah, but yeah, it's just.
Or is it Gouda?
What?
Gouda.
Yes, it was Gouda. Yeah, it was Gouda. It was. Yeah, but
I
it was.
don't really remember all these things.
You don't know how it tastes.
No, I know how it tastes, but I don't really remember if they are still there or not.
No, they're there. Because like I wanted to try like the local drinks, and then there was this drink called. Is it Bullet or is it? What is it?
Bullet.
It's an energy drink.
Yeah.
But
I've
it's
seen that one.
It's almost, what is it? You know it? Like it's almost alcohol. It's an energy drink, but it's almost
Stone.
alcoholic. Huh?
Stone.
No, it's not.
No,
Stone.
it's Bullet. I've
Bullet.
seen that one.
It's Bullet, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very strong energy drink, but it has like I don't know if it has like whiskey or something inside.
Yeah.
But it's alcoholic energy, but it's like not too much alcohol.
Yeah, I've tasted that one.
I think it's Bullet. Yeah. So it was like a replacement for Red Bull. So if you're local, you want to try. Well, the lady at that restaurant said that if you're local, you want to try something different from what you know. Instead of taking Red Bull, you take Bullet. Yeah. It was. Yeah, because it's black. Like it's got like a black can with a bullet. Yeah. That one.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
So how was like transportation like? Because I know it will be new to you compared to South Africa and how you guys.
Okay, you know what the thing is with transportation, it wasn't really complicated because the guys that I was with that side, they would normally pick me up, right?
Oh.
So in most cases, I never necessarily had to use public transport. I just had to use it once, and it was. I think you guys don't use Uber. You use. I think it's InDrive. Is it InDrive?
I'm sure they use
It's both.
It's Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Bolt. It's between Bolt and InDrive because I remember.
And
it said
did you
it's
see
not
the
Uber.
taxi different? Did they show you this is a taxi, this is a private car and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, the taxis were slightly different from here, but not like it was like those private cars, and then it's a taxi. Yeah, with the taxi. But the weird part is that you guys have a lot of bikes.
Bicycles.
No, bikes like
Motorbikes.
Okay.
Yeah, like
for transport. Yeah, so they're like all over. So they're actually used as public transport.
Yeah.
So I can get like.
And you see, that's what I'm saying. It's been long since I lived there, so I don't really remember. Because like 5 years back, those things were not very popular.
The bikes.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, I've got your country.
So when I go there, I'll know.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of those bikes, my man. Like, there's a lot of them.
And that thing started in Nigeria. They call it Okada.
There was a point where I was at some big circle, right? The circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I was looking the other side, there was like maybe 15
of them.
of those bikes, like waiting to go, like at a robot or something. And when they left, like, when I first saw it, I thought it's like, those biker events. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I was like, there's a lot. And then the guy said, no, that's public transport. And then they all left and went in different directions. And then the back, I noticed that the back is carrying someone at the back. So it's like two people each.
Yeah.
So it's the driver and the passenger. So apparently they use it a lot as public transport, which is something different because you don't have
Yeah.
Obviously, it's because it's probably fuel efficient. Yeah. But yeah, that's something else that is very popular now there, I guess.
It's very popular now there.
Yeah.
It started in Nigeria.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some friend of mine from Nigeria said the same thing. Said it's also very popular in Nigeria. Yeah. So I think with transportation, but transportation is not an issue because I don't know if it's because it's Accra, but it was like
busy.
Yeah, it was
Everyone
busy.
is busy.
Yeah, it's like like taxi. It's not hard to find. Uber obviously was also not an issue. And I think the most popular car would then be the Honda Fit. I think that is the most popular car that I saw there. It was like almost everywhere. It was like is it a Polo here that is that popular?
But
But Honda Fit is way more common that side. I think
it wasn't.
every 5 cars, 3 of them is Honda Fit.
Really?
Yeah. So it was very popular, especially for the guys.
It wasn't the Toyota Camry.
The Toyota Camry was probably the second.
Oh.
Yeah, the Toyota Camry was probably the second. But yeah, the Honda Fit and the bikes. Well, the bikes number 1 because they're everywhere. And then number 2 would be the Honda Fit, and then number 3 would probably then be the Camry. Yeah.
So in terms of development in Ghana, how will you compare it to South Africa?
Compare?
Yeah.
I mean,
in terms of road infrastructure, everything.
I mean, the roads are honestly that bad. Sorry, not that bad. They're not that bad. They're good.
Or was it because you stayed in Accra, so you didn't see?
Yeah. So I didn't see like you see like when you were like in, I don't know if I should say in Joburg, for instance, like the roads are not that. They're not bad. They're like just average roads. So even there, the roads are not bad. They were just busy because there was just traffic throughout the day, even on weekends. But the roads, the infrastructure itself was, in terms of the roads, was fine. And yeah, it still needs a bit more development compared to SA.
Yeah.
In
There's
some,
a big difference. You can
not a huge difference, but yeah, you can tell that, okay. And then now when you then go to like other places like the Accra market, and other places. Okay, that's the one I can remember. Then those sites, you can see that it needs a bit more development because it's, I don't know if I should say it's a small town. It's like the hustle ground where like everyone's just selling everything everywhere. Very much more. I mean, the traffic in that place, like there was this one road, I don't know what it's called. When you turn right there, we spent 30 minutes and I think we moved about 100 meters. Because like it's so congested, like this, like it was full. Like there was a lot of cars and the guy didn't want to go in because he did say that if we go in here, then going out is going to be a problem. Yeah, but then this other guy we were going with was like, no, it's fine, you can go in still. Oh, okay, cool. We went in and like, yeah. So we had to pay this other guy who, I don't know if it's a security guy or whatever, for him to basically give us parking at his spot. So we had to pay. And so we gave him money and then he opened some is it a boom gate or whatever? And then we paid him and then we parked there and then he closed us in. We gave him the keys so that the guy who parked in front of us can be able to move, which is something you can't do here in SA. You can't give your keys to someone in SA, but yeah, we had to give this guy the keys and then he took the car. And then when we came back, the car was actually moved. So when this other guy had to come in because it locked him in, obviously, it packed him in. When we got there, the guy had left and then our car was then moved forward. Yeah.
Safety.
Yeah. So, and then now because of the traffic, as I was saying, the 100 meters that we moved in 30 minutes, then we had to walk that long. That's why I got burnt. Yeah. Then we had to walk down that road and it was like everyone's selling some, you see like these things like the GhaNa clothing. Yeah. They call it, it's a K word. What's the cloth or the material that they use? Kente, yes. Everyone is selling kente everywhere, different qualities.
They're big ones. And the small one is now with that.
So the guys I was with, they're from Cameroon. They wanted to buy the kente as like what? Kente.
Yeah, that's the official dress for Ghana.
Yeah, so they wanted to buy like the raw materials so they can go sew their own clothes wherever they apparently have their own stylist. So they bought like a lot of those things. Apparently, obviously, it's probably cheaper in Ghana. Yeah, but it was like everywhere. And Yeah, but everyone else was just moving and hustling and busy. And
Everywhere is busy.
Yeah.
Seems to be busy.
What?
I'm saying everything seems to be busy.
Yeah, in the city. Well, in what is it in
Accra.
in Accra? Not like the city side, but that side, the market side.
Yeah.
That place, yeah, that's where you see
Market
that.
side.
Accra market. Prince said it.
Tudu.
Tudu. Yeah, Tudu was like extremely busy.
Busy, yeah, that side is busy.
Yeah, it was like extremely busy. So, yeah, I think that's where we saw the most movement. And everyone's selling the same thing, but apparently
Everyone is selling the same.
yeah,
thing.
because or maybe for me everything looks the same.
Yeah.
Because you see, even the cake, the kenti.
Yeah.
Like it was like 15 ladies
Selling
block,
the same.
selling the same thing. This lady has her own, but when we need to buy, then they take from each other. If this one doesn't have, then the
They
other
go
one,
fetch from.
yeah, they go fetch from the other lady. If this one doesn't have, they go fetch from the other lady. Yeah, it was like that. I don't know if maybe it's the environment that they created for themselves or whatever. Yeah, but yeah, it was like that.
Yo guys, if you are still watching, it's Entertainment Zone here with your boy Life Master and then Lindikosi. He went to Ghana, yeah, so he is telling us more about Ghana, his experience back in Ghana, what he witnessed back in Ghana. So we're still asking him a couple of questions. So if you're watching, make sure you leave a comment, like, and then subscribe to the channel. So if you drop another video, you can also get to watch. So Slick, compare South Africa to Ghana with all what you said. How will you classify it?
In terms of what?
In terms of, let me say, development. Because now you were saying on the street, people are selling the same thing. Do you see that here? Like when you go out to maybe Josie, CBD, do you see people outlining themselves, selling the whole thing? Like,
yeah, I mean, probably, I think so, but I don't know. I think that side was worse, in a sense.
That side is worse.
Yeah, like that side was worse because it was busy, man. Everyone was just selling something. I don't know who said it.
Yeah.
But it was not talking about Ghana. It was talking about Nigeria. I don't remember. I think it's Fosi who was saying the same thing, saying like Nigeria, if you go to Nigeria, what you'll notice is that everywhere you go, like someone is actually selling something, right? And when I got to Ghana, I actually got to witness
the same thing.
And which also would then make sense why you would see like other people from other countries here in South Africa would come and not adopt, but like come bring back the same culture. Because when you see here in SA, you see that like a lot of these outside people would be selling everything as well. Like they would just be selling, because I think it's something that they're used to from that side, which is kind of normal. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that.
But to you, it was extremely weird. You'd be like, why are you selling the same thing? Can't you get something different to sell?
Maybe because it moves, or maybe because it's what they know.
No, you know what I'm saying there? Because you said they are selling the same thing, and then when the person doesn't have what you want, they will go fetch from someone else.
Yeah, like so. I don't know if you know small streets in Josie.
Yeah.
In town,
Yeah.
in Johannesburg. It's almost similar. You would find like that. They're almost selling like the same thing in different shops, but when you want to buy maybe a t-shirt and they don't have here, this guy will say, okay, I'm coming, then they'll go to the other shop and then get you that's almost like similar.
What you want,
Yeah, it was like similar to that. if I may put it. Yeah, I think so. I think so. So
In terms of safety, how did you see Ghana compared to South Africa? Because here, I have been here for almost 5 years now. And you know, the first time when I arrived at SA here, I was seeing security cars like all over. I arrived at Durban. Durban was my destination. I was seeing security cars patrolling like all over. Did you see something like that in Ghana?
well, you see, I also inquired about that actually, or maybe asked the guy. Apparently, it's very safe. Like the crime rate is low, as compared to here. Maybe you can tell me why.
Yeah.
But safety, it's actually a safe country compared to South Africa. In fact, most of the guys there I was with, they were all concerned about safety in South Africa. Like they're all scared of SA, saying we have but they made it seem like we live in the jungle. Like everywhere you go, there's just someone shooting someone. I was like, no, it's not like that.
When you are here, you don't see that thing.
When you were
When you are here in SA, you don't really see it.
like crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the perception that they're getting either from social media or the media in general, right? Yes, I mean we do have crime, and Ghana doesn't have as much crime as we do, but I think the perception that was created in their heads was that because when they said, "Can you walk on the streets?" I was like, "What do you mean? I can walk anywhere." You just obviously have to know where to walk and where not to walk. I mean, in SA, you just need to know the places that are more dangerous than the others. And then that side, they're not really concerned about safety because at 1 a.m. we went to some club in Accra, and at 1 a.m. at the robot there was a lady selling water, at the traffic lights.
At 1 a.m.
At 1 a.m. yeah, she was selling water like comfortably, and like that's not normal here because of our crime. Obviously, like when it gets dangerous. Of course, there's places like maybe Cape Town. Cape Town is pretty safe. They're like the CBD, so you can also be comfortable around the AMs and stuff because there's not much crime rates there because of the security but they don't need security to be free at night, so the crime rate is extremely low in Ghana compared to here. It's just that the perception that your people have about our country then becomes, no, we don't live in a war zone. You can do your stuff. Like how many times have you ever gotten mad ever since you got here?
No.
Exactly my point. But for them it's like so the question
you turn down here.
the question they ask me is like, okay, so the heist, like you see the heist that happens with the cash. Like have you ever seen one happening in front of you? Like how many times have you got it marked?
They were asking you.
Yeah, they were asking me like how many times have I got it marked? I'm like, like it's not as bad. I think like social media is a problem in terms of that because like it gives you like a false perception of any place in general. Because Lynn, like myself, there's like places that I've been to where I had a different perception, and then when I get there, I'm like, wow, this is not
what they say.
This is not what I thought it is. Like it's actually different from, So I think that's the thing when it comes to the crime. But crime, low.
Low there,
yeah, high. Yeah. And the funny thing is the unemployment rate that side is higher than this side.
It's very high.
Yeah, the unemployment rate.
That's why you always see people on the street busy selling and stuff.
And that side there's no unemployment grants, child grants and stuff like that. But their crime rate is
you were asking questions about that too.
Yeah, I did ask. They don't have any sort of government assistance. So basically if you're not working, you're on your own. Yeah, so that's why I think the hustle culture is so high. Yeah, because man, government's not gonna give me 350, so you need to make it happen. I think but I think that's it. Do you guys have like a death penalty? That's it.
Sometimes I say, no, I'm not sure. Death
Vince?
penalty, like,
You don't have. Okay, saying they don't have. Like when you, like a death penalty, like when you, maybe if you're found guilty of murder and then the state kills you, like that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we
it
do.
was there, but
it
not,
was, but no more.
not anymore.
So now they jail you for life.
It's either you go for life, but you won't get.
But first, it was you go for death penalty by shooting,
Yeah.
and then
It has been there before.
It has been there, but it's
When
cancelled.
did it stop?
I think 2004.
Yeah.
Because in Botswana, it was the same thing, right?
They got death penalty.
Well, not anymore. They had a death penalty, right? And their murder rate was extremely low. And then the new government that actually just came in, I think a couple of months ago, right?
Yeah,
a couple of months ago, removed the death penalty. And after they removed the death penalty, then murder cases started going up in the country. Yeah. So I thought maybe it's, you guys have like the same.
Yeah, we had it, but it was removed, but still, it's low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's not the.
But is it here in South Africa?
No, we don't have. No, we don't have.
But they took that thing out because sometimes, the people are arrested or people are being
Wrongfully accused.
yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's a subject. That's a very political subject. But I mean, I guess there's some ups and there's like the good and the bad to it. But yeah, I mean, story for another day.
Yeah, that's weird. If it's back in Botswana and then.
Yeah, I was in Botswana when I think like 3 weeks ago, and I spoke to one of the guys who I asked him about that same thing about the death penalty in Botswana, and he told me that they recently removed it, and like literally not like even a month after, there's like a spike in murder cases in the country because of, I don't know, I assume, or maybe that's what he told me, that after that then that's what happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
a shame. So,
Well, it's not a shame. But okay. It's not a shame, but okay.
so in Ghana, well, I wanna ask, were you being looked at like you are a foreigner? Were you being seen? Could you tell like people are
Yeah,
looking at you like in a
at-
strange way?
At the market, at the Accra market,
Yeah.
yes, they could tell.
That you are not from this land.
Yeah, and then because they noticed that we're foreigners, then our prices spiked. But luckily, we were with this guy who was from Ghana.
Yeah.
Well, he's not from Ghana as well. He's from Nigeria, but he's been in Ghana for like 10 years.
Okay.
Right? So when they told us that, I don't know what Kente,
Yeah.
I think they tried to sell us for like 400-500 pay whatever. I wasn't buying, so I wasn't
Yeah.
really paying attention to
Yeah.
so our prices went up.
Up.
And then there's a guy like, no, but the normal price is this. So they noticed that, okay, these guys are not from here. So
So let's chat them more.
yeah, because obviously, but yeah, you could tell that people can tell that you're not from here. And the other guy, even on my WhatsApp, when I posted that video of me, I was basically taking a video of the place, and then he was telling me, foreigners, like the crime rate is low, but foreigners usually get, like they usually just snatch your phone because like they probably think that you're scared or something.
Really?
Yeah, at the market. They said, don't go to them now. It's really not.
They snatch phones from foreigners.
Apparently, yeah.
Really?
But like, it's not something that I saw. It's like, okay. Okay, they will see that, okay, this guy's not from here. Even when they try to talk to you, you can tell that, okay, the communication is
Different.
yeah, sometimes tough with some other people who don't know English like that. So like the lady we were buying from couldn't understand
English.
Yeah, so the daughter was there to basically translate.
Oh.
Yeah. So she was speaking Shri.
Tree.
Huh?
Tree.
Tree.
Yeah.
Tree, Shri. Yeah. She was speaking Shri, so she couldn't understand. But it's like very rare also to find someone who didn't understand. It was very rare. But the problem was sometimes the accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, the accent, you find it, maybe it's like, I don't know if it's
Which accent? The Ghanaian accent.
my accent and their accent.
The English.
So yeah, they wouldn't understand what I was saying because
Even
of the
though you are
accent.
speaking English.
Yeah, even though, and then also they would like, you know, not understand. I would not understand what they're saying because of the accent that they're using. So yeah, the accent would also be sometimes a problem. I think, yeah, that. But it wasn't like that hard. Like it was.
But even for the prices, ne? Like you saying people increase prices when they get to know like you are not from here. It's not for only foreigners, because it does happen. It did happen at a region where I was in Ghana, different province.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does happen. It still goes on there. When they know you are not from there and you are coming, you come to the market to buy something, they can tell that this tree you are speaking is not from.
So you probably don't know like the normal prices from there.
Not the prices. The moment you start to speak tree, they know that this tree is not coming from this town.
Okay.
Do you get
Yeah,
it?
I get you. I get
Like
you.
in Josie, you'll be speaking maybe Zulu, but when you go to Devon, the Zulu, there is different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they charge you more.
they charge you more.
Ah, okay. I guess that was the case then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that was the case.
So it wasn't like you were a foreigner coming from different country. So no, it does happen. Yeah, it does happen. You know how things are when there are no price being put on, and you see you get to negotiate about the price.
Yeah. A lot of negotiations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you find it weird though?
What weird?
Like
Oh,
how
that was
prices,
nothing weird. Nah.
negotiating about
No,
prices?
there's no-
Because you know here it's not like that.
No, you negotiate prices.
No, like going to the shops, going to ShopRite.
No, not
What
ShopRite.
are you
Not
doing?
not ShopRite. Obviously, like the people on the streets, like in the markets, like those other shops, like that are not so. Because now when it goes to places like ShopRite, that's like a corporate. That's like a franchise in a way. You can't get negotiated prices at such places.
Yeah.
But when you go to, you know, like informal businesses, that's where you can negotiate. Yeah. So it's, yeah.
Did you find any challenges in Ghana?
Like what?
Anything like?
Not really. Like challenges that you can't really overcome.
Yeah.
Nah, not really.
Like something happened and then you be like, why did I even come here and stuff?
No. Well, let me tell you something. I guess this then explains what we've been complaining about with Mtunzi about you.
Yeah.
Because when you got there, because remember we had an event,
Yeah.
right? The event was set to start at 10 o'clock in the morning. I think that was the most stressful event I've ever done, because we were due to start at 10 o'clock. At 10:30 we had 6 people in the venue, right? And then at 11 we had about 40.
$8 divided by 200 will give you how much? $8 divided by 200. $8 divided.
At 1 o'clock we had about 170. So 3 hours. There's people who came to the event at 2. So by the time we closed the event, we had about 200 people, and 97% of them were at least 2 hours late. That was very strange. Cause like, I mean, who gets to an event like, no, it's not, cause it's not like it's groove.
Yeah.
Like an entertainment place, you know that it only goes down later on. It's like a corporate event, right? But everyone is just late. And the guys that did say it's normal. Like I was like, okay,
It's normal for them to be late.
yes, like it's how can I put it? Like it's how it is in Ghana. People are always late. And they're not like 10, 20 minutes late. They're like 2 hours late, 3 hours late. Right? So, I don't know. But that was then strange because now, yes, I'm not saying like South Africans are very punctual, but we don't get
better.
No. No. No, that is, but man, I'm telling you, I thought, because initially, right, I thought the event that we were trying to do there was like an epic fail. We thought like this was a total waste of money, total waste of time. Yeah. After so much, people are not showing up, and only to see like 3 hours later, then the place is now packed and like it's sold. It's not sold out, but it's packed. It's fully booked. I was like, okay, no. But the guys there knew, and they did say it.
They're gonna come, but they'll be late.
It's like, we're not gonna people. They're gonna come.
The Nigerian guy.
No, not the Nigerian guy. Remember, I have other guys, like other partners that we work with from Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah. So they are the ones who said, no, you guys must relax. The guys will come, but they will be very late. So for that hour, because I remember we were supposed to start at 10. So from 10 to 11, because there were 6 people in the, we couldn't start. So we had to take, we had to play music, take pictures, just keep
yourself busy.
Yeah. And then while we were doing that in that hour, people started piling up. At 11 when we started, we had 48 people. I remember very well because I looked at the list because we were taking like, we had a register. Yeah. When we were starting at 11, we had 48 people. But when we ended the event at about 3, we had like 200 plus people.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think that's the biggest challenge.
The only challenge you had.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest challenge that I had. Even at the venue that we booked at, we had agreed for lunch and stuff to be at a certain time. We said it was supposed to be at 12. They said, okay, can we move it to 12:30? We moved it to 12:30. 12:30 came. They said, let's move it to 20 to 1. 20 to 1 came. They said, let's move it to 1. They say, so, okay, that means this late thing is
common.
And then it made sense then now why every time we have to call you when we're making an appointment. You always say, you always come in late. Like, okay, then this
I saw that coming.
I guess then that's the part that made sense because the time issue is like a serious problem. The time issue is a serious problem. I think that's the biggest challenge because that was the most stressful thing that happened for me when I was there. I think that's the biggest challenge I had. But on the second day, because we had an event again on the second day. Before that, one of our guys, also one of our team members, who's also from Ghana, like one of the organizers, he and his team came at 1:30. He and his team, his name is Ben as well. Yeah. Him and his team. That is true. Him and his team came at 1:30. And he wasn't there, it was just his team. He came at 2. From 10, so 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 4 hours late. For your own event.
Okay. That wasn't usual.
Yeah. So now I know, because we're going back, I think in June.
You're going back to Ghana again?
Yeah. Now I know that, okay, if there's one thing that I'm going, because I mean, it's not like they didn't tell me. The guys did tell me prior that, hey,
this guy is going to come.
This guy's going to be very late. Yeah, so mentally they told me, but maybe I just overlooked it. Now I know it, I've experienced it. So when I go back, it's going to be normal. It's going to be like, okay, they'll come. So I think, that's it. That's the only challenge I had.
Did you pay visit to any tourism site in Accra? Because in Accra there's a lot of places.
I didn't have the time, unfortunately, because I was just so busy. No, I didn't have the time to. I didn't have the time. No. The only place that I went to, it was like Accra Mall and the Accra Market. Those are the only 2 places that I managed to visit before, like outside of work.
Oh.
Yeah. So what places do like?
There's a lot of places.
Like what? So that next time when I go,
Kwame Nkrumah Museum is in Accra, and it wasn't Kwame Nkrumah Museum.
What's happening there?
It's a museum.
Yeah, but like what kind of museum?
Yeah, it's a memorial ground.
Memorial.
Yeah, it's like they have the founder Kwame Nkrumah's pictures, history, stories, everything about Kwame Nkrumah.
They told me about him. The guy who has a statue there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they told me about him. Yeah.
So it's closer to Accra market. Very closer to Accra market.
Yeah,
to where you were lodged.
No one told me about. But either or, like time was going to be a major issue because like on the all the days when I was there, I was busy, right? The only day where I was not busy was the last day when I was supposed to be coming back. But my flight was at 9 p.m. so I had to be at the airport at around
7,
8. So I didn't know because of the traffic. So I moved at around 5 to get to the airport, and I did get to the airport at around past 6. From then, on that day, then I went to the market, which took...
So the only places you visited was the market and then Accra Mall.
Yeah. The
and then I saw you posting a picture about Labadi. You went to Labadi.
Labadi, the beach. Yeah. On there, you see, that was on the last day.
Yeah.
That's all. So I went to... On the last day, I went to Labadi. I went to the market. Yeah, so I didn't even stay long in both places. So I probably spent like 2 hours at Labadi, and then I went to...
But how was the place?
Which
Labadi? Labadi Beach.
Labadi was cool. It wasn't full, but it was cool. It was chilled. It was chilled. We just had lunch. Like there's like the setup is like, I don't know if I should say they closed it up in a way, right?
Yeah.
They closed it up, right? Yeah, because we went through an entrance, and then when you go in there, then there's like I don't know if it's hotels or restaurants.
Yeah, they got restaurants all over.
All over, yeah. Right? So for you to get to the beach, you have to pass through. Yeah. So we booked the table at the restaurant, and then while we were chilling there, the beach was that side, so we just had to walk to the beach and then come back. Yeah. So that's but we couldn't stay there long also because we were late. We got there around 12:01, and we still had to go to the market, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I didn't do that much, like exploring of the city. Yeah, I didn't, because it wasn't like necessarily a vacation.
Yeah, you went there for business, and then business it has to be.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, but next time when you go, you need to try, and then because you're going back in June, you need to.
I need to try.
Visit some tourism places.
Yeah, then you need to tell me the tourism places. So then when I get to there, when I get there, then I ask these guys to show me that.
Which guys?
The guys I'll be with, like the guys from
okay.
Ghana. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I can ask them to show me 1, 2, 3 places. Yeah, but then it means maybe I have to have, after my events, I need to have like 2 days off, so I can be able to
check out these places.
Yeah, because like the first few days when I'm there, it's usually just hectically busy. Yeah, hectically busy. So the only time that I'll find off after I'm done with whatever it is that I'm there for, then that's what I can.
How will you describe Ghanaians, since you've been to Ghana and have experienced a little bit about Ghana? How will you describe them?
They're chilled. They're cool. They're chilled. Cool people, welcoming. Yeah, they're cool, chilled, welcoming. Well, except the ladies at the reception of that hotel. I didn't know, they were quite weird. They were not so friendly. I don't know why.
By the hotel or by the airport?
Which actually gets me thinking. So, every time I was there was this lady working there. Maybe you can answer this question because I didn't want to ask. She was working when I got there in the morning. She was working when I got there at night. Tomorrow, she was working when I got there in the morning. She was working when I got there at night. And then I asked her, like, do you stay here? She said, no. It's my 3 days in. 3 days, 3 nights, 3 days, 3 nights in. And then she's going to get another 3 days off. Is that normal there? Like working 72 hours and then get 72 hours off?
Well, I'm not 100% sure with that.
Yeah, because it was quite strange. It's like, okay, I've been seeing this lately.
How is the working system?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like morning shift after morning shift, night shift, morning shift, night shift. It's not possible, from what I know. But for her, it's like it's like that. You work She works 72 hours in, and then tomorrow, 72 hours in, and then someone else comes in, and then she's gonna work another 72 hours while this one's off. 72 hours like that.
I'm not sure about that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an abnormal thing. Well, weird thing that I saw, which was but I mean, maybe it's the policy of that hotel.
Was it the hotel or the hotel you were using, the La Palm?
Not La Palm, it's the AfRiCan or whatever. So it was a different hotel. Yeah, not far from La Palm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
La Palm was the place we booked for the actual event.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't.
So after the event, you guys had to move out from that hotel you were booked for.
What do you mean? Yeah,
Oh.
isn't it how it works?
Mm.
After you're done using the place, you move out. Someone else.
No, me, I was thinking you were staying there by.
No, I was not staying at La Palm. I was staying not far from La Palm.
Oh, okay.
But for the venue, for the event, we had booked a conference room or conference hall at La Palm. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Oh.
That's how it was. But yeah. Yeah.
Alright. You went to a club. I remember you did went to a club.
Met Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, Met Club.
How was it compared to the grooving side of South Africa?
It was the same.
It was the same.
Yeah. It was the same. Same energy. Actually, that's why I saw. I even sent you videos. Remember?
Yeah.
On WhatsApp. Piano is very big. That side. So everyone was just.
We jam on piano.
Yeah. South African piano songs. Like, I don't know if they understand what they're singing, but everyone was just singing piano music. Yeah. So I noticed, okay, amapiano is actually very, amapiano is actually very huge in. So it's either they were playing amapiano or hip hop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's also a bit of Nigerian music, but not that much. Yeah. So, because your music industry is not that big, right?
It is big.
Is it?
Yeah.
So why they not playing your music?
Maybe it's Ghana music, but you might be thinking it's Nigerian music.
No, I know Nigerian.
Because Afrobeat, Ghanaians are also doing Afrobeat.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the most played was piano, hip hop, and R&B, and then Afropop was the third. So most of the nights I was listening to a South African. It was like I was in South. I even sent you a video. It was like okay, I'm in a South African club, with like maybe 60% of the music playing being on the piano.
Oh.
Yeah, same vibes.
And how is the ladies there? Ghanaian ladies?
In what sense are you asking me that?
How will you differentiate Ghanaian ladies and South African ladies?
So, I don't know, man. They're the same. How are you putting me in the third corner here? No, man. No, you know what the thing is? No, they were nice. They were vibe. We chilled, and we just had fun with the chills, and that was it. I don't know
what did you learn in Ghana? Did you learn anything?
What did I learn in Ghana? The hustle spirit. What else? Bit of tree. Yeah. Tree.
TWI.
Tree. Okay. Say Gotwa.
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 You see, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I can't pronounce it exactly the same because, you know, it's, I don't know, there's something about the tongue that needs to, you know, for you to get the exact accent. I can't, but, oh yeah, also, there's this weird obsession about the Ghana flag that I noticed, right? So, I don't know if it's normal, but like, in Ghana, everywhere, how often do you say South African flag?
Once in a while.
Once in a while, not in Ghana.
No, you know what? You went there, March, right? And March is since March, Ghana we celebrate our independence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you plant the flag everywhere.
Probably,
Hey,
yeah.
I saw a cool ad in Ghana. Sorry to change the subject. I'll come back to that. Well, we'll still at it. It said, I wanted to take a picture of it, but we moved so fast. It said, our data lasts longer than your salary. I think that was a cool phrase. It was an advertisement for MTN. No, yeah, because you guys use MTN, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an advertisement for MTN. But yeah, there's like an obsession with the Ghana flag from what I've seen.
No,
Because it was everywhere.
No, you see that area you went, ne? Is like you went close to the ministries. That side is part of the ministry, the independence, the.
So why do they have to plug the flag everywhere?
Yeah, because the event will be performed that side.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that would then make sense because it was weird.
Yeah.
Like it was. So you see the street, the trees.
Yeah.
Like on the roadside, every tree had a Ghana flag.
Yeah.
It's
close to the Independence Square. That's all.
Every traffic
So
light.
that side will be decorated.
So it was like decorated like this. So this part would be, is it yellow? The middle is yellow, right?
Yeah.
The bottom is green and then red.
Yeah. And then the black star.
And then the black star in the middle. Yeah. So it was like that. Like there was, it was wrapped.
Every tree
like this. Yeah, and you can tell it's different. Three different cloths.
Yeah.
Like one everywhere. Yeah, so it was like, okay, these people love their country. They love their country. So, okay, but if you're saying it was Independence Month, then maybe it makes sense.
So it was decoration for the event. It wasn't anything hectic, like the flag is all over the country. You know?
Well, it is. Maybe
for that month.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that if I go back next time and I don't see it, then it's going to be a different story. But if I still see the same thing, then it's definitely an obsession. But and it's a very colorful country. You guys love your colors. These colors
full of Ghana colors,
everywhere. Like everyone's just wearing bright. Everything's just bright. Like there's like bright colors.
So based on your experience in Ghana, would you recommend Ghana for any South African or anyone who wants to go to Ghana?
To do what?
To pay a visit to Ghana?
Yeah, obviously. Look, man, it's I think it's nice. It's better. It's nice to explore the African continent in general. So you need to. It's nicer to see it. And so if anything, Ghana, it's definitely a place someone should visit. Maybe now when I'm also visiting and I have more free days, then I can do and see like some
check out
some other places, some tourism places, like other people. But in general, of course, I would say go to Ghana. Of course, I'd say go to Cameroon, go to Egypt, go to any African country. I think it's good for any African person. I'm going to talk about Africa in general. So I think it's good just to explore the Africa in general. It opens up your mind and your perception on a number of things, especially for us South Africans, because we you know, South Africa, we're not like a traveling nation. You know, the stats say that, right?
No.
Like we are too
Connected. Yeah.
Yeah. So the minute you go out, you start seeing a lot of things that you have in SA that most of the other countries don't have. So start appreciating a bit of whatever development that we do have this side. I think it's good.
You guys, this brings us to the end of today's program. Yeah, so you heard it from Lindikosi. He went to Ghana.
Lindikosi.
He went to Ghana, so he was sharing his experience in Ghana. He went to Accra. He had a nice time in Accra. He didn't tell me everything that he
I mean, I didn't tell him everything that I told him off camera because there's some things that you just can't say. But
yeah.
So the part that I shared was the most comfortable.
Yeah.
All about how expensive Ghana is.
Yeah. Thank you. Ghana is expensive. Okay, for those who want to travel to Ghana, I think that's another thing that you guys need to be aware of.
Yeah.
Like Ghana is expensive. Like I think whatever you pay for here, you'll probably pay 60 to double when you get to Ghana. Yeah, because like I'm talking about like normal things that I do know that I buy from this side, like in the club or wherever in the restaurant.
What were some of the expensive things?
My man, I bought Heineken, like the bottle, not the can.
Yeah.
For 14, the 330 is like the madam,
Yeah.
it's 330, and then the can is 440.
Yeah.
How much you buy it?
I bought here. You buy it for like at the club probably like $40, right?
Yeah, and that's expensive.
And that's expensive, yeah. But that's why I paid 85 CDs. 85 CDs is probably $100. So it was double in plus. For I think that's what made me pay more attention. I was like, whoa, what?
What is happening?
Why am I paying so much? And it's not like they saying no, he's a tourist. No. It was not even me ordering. It was like the guy that I was with, but like that part was but Ghana is expensive. And when I was organizing the event, the guys did tell me that when it comes to Ghana, you need to up your budget with a lot of things because it is an expensive place. And I don't know why you guys also quote things in dollars because you have your own. I think your currency is quite stable. You have your own stable currency, but a lot of things are like they like pricing things in dollars, which is one of the reasons apparently they say it's expensive. Yeah, but yes, it is an expensive country. It is quite expensive. So if you
you bought a Heineken for how much? 85
CDs, which
85
is
CDs.
technically about $100, 100 rands.
So it's like
1,000.
100 and
It's not 100 rands, it's 1,000. 85 cities.
Yeah, 85 CDs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
85
it's
CDs.
like $100, 100.
No,
140
bars.
140
rand.
Yeah. Even worse.
Yeah, that's
For
crazy.
330 for us like this. I want to show this shit is expensive.
Yeah, that's too expensive.
Yeah.
And the bottles are going for about like 3-4K.
Yeah.
No.
Man. Then there was this restaurant that I went to, so we had to buy a bottle, right, of Hennessy. It was 3,200 CDs, which is how much? 3,200 CDs is probably like $5,000.
Yeah.
No?
How much?
4.
$4,000.
Yeah.
So it's like $4,000 for a bottle of Hennessy. Nah, my man.
That's a lot.
That is, and that's not that. I'm not talking VSOP. I'm talking like VS, like just the normal. And then I think on my balance, for the thing that I, because it was like I don't know, I prepaid for it, right? So I had like 2.9 left, 2,900 CDs left. right? So with 2,900 cedis, the only thing I could get was a bottle of Absolute. A bottle of Absolute for 3,000 cedis. Nah, my man, that is too crazy. Here in SA, if I'm in the club and I want to buy a bottle of Absolute, then I'd probably pay like 1,000 rands. That's like technically I was paying like 3-4 times that amount. Yeah, which is quite pricey. Yeah, so I think that's another thing about Ghana. Extremely expensive compared to here. So if you're at that side, if you're hustling here, or you get that side, it has 3-4 more times for you to be able to live a comfortable life.
Yo guys, you heard it from him. Ghana is very expensive. So when you are preparing to go to Ghana on a holiday, on a vacation, you need to prepare yourself because he is a South African. He was there not long ago. I think less than 5 days now. He returned from Ghana. I left Ghana like 5 years now. So you can tell the difference. I'm not familiar with some of these things. Yeah, so
don't you agree about the expensive part?
No, I know it's true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do know it's true.
Okay.
Yeah, because I communicate with them and I know how. But you went there and you are back and you know the difference much better. Yeah. So this brings us to the end of our journey. Make sure you leave us a comment. On this video so we can know how to do this. Thanks for your time, Lady Kosi. Thanks the whole crew, Tunzi, Mr. Brown, and then everybody who participated in this video. Thank you. Any last words?
No, visit Ghana, guys. Just have a budget for it.